Hey, listen, I'm just standing here outside in nature today, and just a lot of downloads are coming in, but open up your mouth. Open up your mouth. If you are the mouthpiece of God, if you know that you are one of the hands, the feet, the mouthpiece of God, because some people are the mouthpiece of God. And if God has told you to open up your mouth and speak, open up your mouth and speak. Do not be uncomfortable with being who you are and who God has chosen you to be, because this is a time of great remembrance of who we are. Because a lot of stuff has been wiped away from us, and a lot of things have been planted for us not to know who we are. But if you have the mouthpiece of God, if you have a divine calling to speak on camera, open up your mouth. Because a lot of times when you have a divine calling over you to open up your mouth, to speak, to start podcasts, to be seen, to be heard, there is a lot of opposition that's going to come against you. There are a lot of people that are going to come against you. There are a lot of things and spiritual things that are going to come against you. But the way that we're going to battle and fight these things at this time is to open up our mouth and say and do the things that God has told us to do. I was out here, I said, God, I don't know. He said, Rachel, open up your mouth. He said, tell the people to open up their mouth. He said, tell the people to turn on their camera. And I know you guys have heard this over and over again, but it is very important right now, because we are learning things that we never knew. We are learning truths that we have been told was a lie. And if you're afraid to walk in these truths that you find out is truth that God has showed you, then you're being disobedient in some type of way. So open up your mouth. Open up your mouth and say the stuff that God told you to say. Make the videos that God told you to make, because there is somebody connected to you opening up your mouth. And the energies that are trying to stop you from opening up your mouth, they're being happy because the people are not being delivered. The people are not being able to walk in their divine authority and power, because a lot of people depend on you. And I have to keep telling you, you are not here for yourself. That song, it says, my life is not my own, to you I belong. I give myself to you. Your life is not your own. Your life is not your own. And a lot of us have come here to show that, to exemplify that, to show that my life is not mine. My voice is a voice of God. My voice is a voice unto the people. My voice is a voice of truth. And a lot of things we are learning that we were taught in the church, this is wrong, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't do that. The chosen people, you are here to speak what has divinely been downloaded into you and what you have been taught, because other people need to be free, and you are the ones to stand in front of this camera to help other people get free. So open up your mouth. I've been quiet because sometimes God will have me quiet, but open up your mouth. Open up your mouth, open up your mouth, open up your mouth. It's going to help somebody. If one person liked the video, it don't matter. Open up your mouth. Somebody need to hear this today. Open up your mouth. Start the podcast. Start whatever God told you to do that's using your voice. A lot of people were shut down as children. And what do we call it? The throat chakra. The throat chakra, I guess that's what it's called. A lot of your throat chakras were closed down. You were told to shut up. You were told to be quiet. You were told to stay in a child's place. You are the main ones that God is calling right now. You are abused. You are misused. And you are afraid to open up your mouth. A lot of you in abusive relationships right now. And God is calling you out of these abusive relationships, because God has a plan for you. God needs to help people through you in the relationship that you have just come out of, or that you are coming out of. So open up your mouth. You guys have a good day. Open up your mouth. Make the video. Talk to somebody today that God told you to talk to, because you are the one that God chose to use your throat, your mouth, your voice. So open up your mouth.